This print has been like specifically designed to be like the torture test of the cool plate or this SuperTack plate, but this original PEI textured plate can do the same. Supposed to be able to lift this up and like it does not fall off at all. This should just fall off because it's just not as strong. Okay, I understand now. My name is Lucas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and in the meantime I am going to talk about the top must-buy day one accessories for your new Bambu Lab A1 or A1 Mini. And also the accessories that I thought that I needed right away, but actually haven't even used my first month of owning my own Bambu Lab A1 printer. So the first item and the highest ranked item on my list is the AMS Lite. And I honestly cannot believe that this is an optional accessory, I guess, to the A1 or A1 Mini, because to me this is like more than half of the value of the printer. Not only can you get like the multicolors, which I think would be like the main reason for actually purchase the AMS Lite, and before some people start leaving a comment down below saying that you can actually do multicolor prints without the AMS Lite, because you can technically stop the print and then change the color yourself of the filament and then continue with the print and then print another color for a few layers and then maybe change back. There is no way to actually pause the print in the middle of a layer. So you cannot, for example, do like multicolor eyes on the same level as another colored body on the print, but you can do different layers and things like this. And of course you can also customize your item, so you can print the eyes separately and print an entire white body and then black eyes separately and then put it together or glue it together afterwards. So of course there are solutions around this, but this is literally just like one click of a button and out comes like whatever you want to create, as long as you use only 4 colors on the A1 and A1 Mini. But another benefit, which I actually did not realize until I received this and I've used it myself, just the fact that you have like 4 different colors like loaded onto the printer, so you can from your computer or even your phone on the handy app just decide which color you want and then print it out. Or for example, if you're out at work or if you're in school or something and you want to start a print on your phone, then you can only print whatever color you have loaded on the external spool. But if you do have the AMS Lite, you can literally just pick out of those 4 colors on your phone and then the print will maybe be done by the time you come home, and then you can start another print right away in whatever new color that you want. As I think that is absolutely amazing. And then the third thing is that you have the auto refill function, which means that if you are loading the AMS Lite with the same color, then as soon as you run out of one spool, it will automatically change to the other spool of that same color. Second thing on my list is a second plate for your printer. There are actually a lot of different options of plates, and this was something that I wasn't sure how important it was. And I'm still not entirely sure how important this is. I think it's best if I show you. So we do have this gold plate that comes with your Bambu Lab A1, and if you order the A1 Mini, it comes with a mini plate of this same model. And I should also mention that something that took me like 2 days to figure out is that this plate has 2 sides, and you can of course use both these sides as the top side of this plate. Just make sure that you do wash it properly, since the side underneath is the one that your hands most likely has touched. But I have been using this alcohol rub, just spraying it on top of the plate and then just taking basically whatever. I have this like kitchen little cloth, just wiping it off, and then I have put it in there and start using it for the next print. The plate I do recommend is this smooth plate. Technically it is the dual texture plate, because one side is smooth and the other one is textured, exactly the same as this original plate. And on Bambu Lab's website they do have another 100% smooth plate that is smooth on both sides, but I do think that this dual texture is a very nice middle ground, because this smooth plate actually adds, or I guess does not add, a completely different feel to your prints. For example, this subscribe sign. If you've ever been waiting for a clear sign to subscribe to my channel, then this is design. So the first version was using the smooth phase, but for the purpose of this video I also made a second batch using the original textured plate, just so you can see the difference between the smooth and textured version. And for this example, I think it just comes down to your personal preference, and if you do like the textured version or if you do like the smoother finish. I personally like the smoother finish on this one. It kind of looks more like an object that you would have bought in a store, whereas this textured one is more associated with 3D printed items, at least not. Maybe I'm just being 3D brainwashed recently, but I do like the smoother finish a little bit more, especially on my Taiwan keychain that if you haven't seen how I colored this, please do go and watch my coloring video, because this takes like 2-3 hours just to design these keychains. But since these are the products that I'm gonna sell in my someday upcoming 3D printing shop, then I did all different kinds of prototypes and all different kinds of batches, and I tried every single combination with the layer lines and all the different plates. And if we're comparing them side by side, then I think there's absolutely no question, like the smooth plate is the plate to go. It just makes it look so much better. And if you look closely on the white line, this is the same line height and it's the exact same in Bambu Studio. The only difference when it comes to the actual like size of the white lines is the smooth and the textured plate. And in some places, like the white line just disappears. And I think what happens is that the blue and the green color is, I don't know, just like mixing in with the white one. So 100% using the smooth plate for smaller items or maybe more detailed items. It just holds up better during the print, and there's no like surprises, and I never have to worry about the print being a success or not. But there is one more plate on the Bambu shop, which is this viral super cool tack, Bambu cool plate SuperTack. I'm sure that you have seen a lot of people doing these super cool tack gestures. Maybe you even saw my thumbnail with this one, which is designed to just be super sticky, and you can just print impossible prints. At least that's what I thought, but for the purpose of this video, I decided to print the exact same thing on the textured original plate as well. And this print has been like specifically designed to be like the torture test of the cool plate or this SuperTack plate, just to show off what this plate can do. But this original PEI textured plate can do the same. Apparently what the difference is supposed to be, so I did these like hours ago, so both plates are like super cool right now, but I think what the difference is that I'm supposed to be able to lift this up and like it does not fall off at all. And I guess maybe now I haven't tried this myself, but I guess that this should just fall off because it's just not as strong. Okay, I understand now. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I take it back. This SuperTack plate is pretty good, actually. Okay, I don't know how useful all of that is, but yeah, I do think that the super cool tack plate might have some purpose after all. Let's move over to the next category, which is the Hotend or the nozzles. And I did some very intense testing. I got the 0.2, 0.4 and 0.8 millimeter. Bambu Lab still has a 0.6 millimeter that I have not tested yet. But if you want to see my nozzle test more in depth, then you will have a link to that video down in the description or maybe up here in a card as well. But with that said, I highly recommend that you get a 0.2 millimeter as well, especially if you are gonna print texts on your prints. Then 0.2 millimeter is the way to go, and there's literally like no comparison. And then we do have the 0.8 millimeter or 0.6 millimeter is also an option, which is great for larger prints. For example, I have these spool stands here that no one ever pays attention to. I saved a few minutes, so I don't complain at all. But it's mainly if you need to save that time. If you're just printing occasionally and you're never like in a rush and you don't want to try out like, you know, 30 different things in one single day, I think that everything that you want to do with the 0.8mm, you can still do with 0.4. It just takes a little bit longer time. But that nozzle doesn't like add anything new. It just like minimizes the time it takes to do that thing. Now, I do have one more tip for you when you are placing that first order of your Bambu Lab A1, or maybe you have just received it and now you are thinking, what can I do and order next? But before that, I just quickly want to mention some regrets that I might be having. I was gonna say like the cool plate before I recorded this video, but seems like the cool plate actually do have some functions. But what I wanted to say is when I started watching these videos, every single one said like I had to buy like all these tools and I needed like screws, I needed bearings, I needed magnets. Now I have like, you know, hundreds of M3 screws and washers that just takes up space in my very, very tiny and already messy floor. Okay, not only do I regret buying it, I regret taking this up for this video now as well. Anyway, yeah, so like these tools and magnets and bearings and everything that the more serious, like, you know, 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 3D printing YouTubers are talking about, you don't end up using it as much. Maybe you're watching this and you have like an entire garage or a workshop already, so there's not a big deal. But for me, it was like it was a big commitment buying my first tools and my first 100 screws, and I was like stressing out so much. Like, what kind of screws do I need? What size of bearings do I need? Like skateboard bearings. Like what does that mean? Yeah, so that was definitely like something that I wish that I would not have at least stressed out about before, and doing a lot of research thinking what I should buy. Money-wise is not that big of a deal. It was just took up way more of my brain capacity that it actually needed. But let's end on a happy note with my number one tip when you are getting your new Bambu Lab A1 or A1 Mini, and that is as many different filaments as you can possibly get. I think most of us will be using PLA to start with, and then maybe when we are feeling adventurous, we will level up to PETG and maybe even TPU. I know that I will do that myself. I have already received my first filament dryer that is currently doing some testing and drying right now. So if that's something that you want to see in a future video, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified as soon as that video comes out, talking about the brand new possibilities of the things we can do with PETG and TPU. But for most of us, I will say that PLA, which is like the most beginner-friendly material you can use, is more than enough. But what seems to never be enough is just the amount of different colors I recommend that you should get with your first Bambu Lab A1 order. And my pro tip is that before you order the specific colors, go on Maker World, go on Printables, go on all these other sites, and then you make a list of like your next 10, 20, 30, 40 different prints that you want to print, and then you see exactly the colors that you need as well. For example, yellow is just not a color that I would prioritize, and it never occurred to me that I would ever print something yellow. And then I accidentally told my father-in-law that I have a 3D printer, and the first thing he wanted was a Pikachu, and then I was like, actually no, I cannot print that. I can print anything else. Do you want the Bulbasaur? I have green and blue. So if any filament companies are watching this, still waiting for that first filament sponsor so we can start to do some real proper, very detailed tests. I just want to test every single thing in entire Bambu Studio. But just to make sure that that doesn't ruin me, I do hope we can get a sponsor for a project like that. So if that is something that you want to see, please do what you can and support me by subscribing to this channel, and hopefully maybe while the time you're watching this we have enough watching hours so we can also activate those super thanks, so we can actually start to get some revenue that of course 100% will go straight back into this channel and support this filament and 3D printing addiction that this might turn out to be. Regardless if you're subscribed or not, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Lucas, starts with Alice and like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.